everyone, welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen. That's how you pronounce it. If it's tricky to pronounce, Karjalainen, you can call me this guy. It's good to have you along. Today I'm taking a look at a pedal by Boss. It's the SD-2, the dual overdrive, and I'll be right back after this intro. Okay, so I'm taking a look at the SD-2, which is a discontinued pedal, but it seems promising. I've never tried one, but I got one second hand. I had a look on eBay and they seem to sell for roughly 50 to 80 euros, which would be, well, just over $50 to roughly $90. The pedal has an input and an output, which is handy because you want to connect it somewhere. It also has a remote switch or a remote plug-in input. It also has a remote input, so you can control it remotely because it has two sides, kind of like the name suggests. It has a crunch and a lead side, and it has, I think they're called dual concentric pots, where you can set the levels differently on the different channels of the pedal. So it's fairly basic: level, tone and drive. And yeah, that's about it. I'll get it hooked up and start trying it out. Okay, so what else do I have going here? I have a custom mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YJM Fury pickups going into the Marshall 1987 X head, which goes into a Marshall cab with greenback Celestians. That's all mic'd with an AKG C414. I also have a bit of delay in the loop. Here's my clean, not so clean sound. Okay, I also have a Fender Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive, which is my favorite overdrive pedal, just as a point of reference for me and for you if you're new to the channel, so that you know what kind of tone I usually use. So this is what the Fender sounds like, which is why I need a noise gate, and this is what it sounds like when I play it. So that's it. Let's get going with the crunch channel. Everything is set to 12 o'clock. First off, let's see how much noise it makes. None. So that's not a lot of overdrive. Let's just check to see how much of a difference it makes. Here's with it off. Sounds very nice. I like it already. Let's see how much it changes when we go to the lead side. So now we have a bit of noise. I'll just use the noise gates, and everything is set to 12 o'clock. Okay, so it's a bit dark, so let's start fiddling with the tone knob. First, let's go back to the crunch channel and turn tone up to 3 o'clock. Let's just turn tone all the way down. Sounds very nice. Okay, tone all the way up. Same again on the other channel. So this is lead with tone on 3 o'clock. Okay, still a bit dark. Okay, but I've turned down tone all the way, so let's see how dark it really gets. Okay, sounds a bit too dark for my liking. It's very dark actually, but not in an entirely bad way. So I'll turn tone all the way up. Here goes. It isn't sounding very defined, actually. It could be a bit more defined. It's still a bit mushy somehow, even with tone all the way up, which, considering the way I'm playing, might actually be a good thing. Okay, let's see what the controls do. Let's turn up drive and drive and level to 3 o'clock on the crunch channel. Okay, now it's sounding like this. Now that's with tone all the way up, and it's starting to sound a bit funny actually, and not in an entirely good way. I liked it with drive and level halfway, but this isn't entirely convincing. Let's just see what it does with drive and level all the way up. So that's the crunch channel now on full blast. Tone and level and drive and everything what have you is on full. I have to say I'm not too crazy about this. I'll turn over to the lead channel and see how it sounds there with drive and level on 3 o'clock. Okay, it's not bad. I just might be that I'm tired and I'm not liking anything at the moment. I'll just A and B it with that's an ample amount of gain. I'll just A and B it with the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen. So first the boss. Okay, so there's definitely enough bottom end there, even with tone all the way up. I'll just see how much drive you get out of this. So I'll turn drive and level up full. Okay, so now it's already starting to cut through the noise gate. There's a bit of hiss going on. Yeah, a lot of noise. Yeah, that's too much gain for me, and basically for most people, I would assume. Yeah, I'll turn back drive on the lead channel and the tone, level to 2 o'clock. So now it's sounding like this. But now I have it set to the mode where I can just, by pressing the pedal, I can switch between crunch and lead, and that would kind of be the setting I would probably have if I was using this, and maybe with the remote switch I'd turn it off and on. So I get kind of a bit of a boost in crunch mode. Yeah, what can I say? My favorite sound in the pedal is this. That type of thing, just a bit of boost. It sounds quite nice that way, although I do know better pedals for that kind of thing as well. The SD-1, for instance, I haven't beat them, of course, but my kind of gut says I like the SD-1 more, even though I'm not terribly familiar with that. And that's just as cheap as this if you get one second hand, actually even a bit cheaper. Something like the JHS Morning Glory, which is a lot more expensive, of course, would be better than this for this kind of stuff as well. For the higher gain stuff, it gets a bit... there's a bit too much bottom, and it's a bit mushy and not really as defined as I would like. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed by this, actually. It's not bad, but it's not great. So yeah, that's basically all I have for you. Not an entirely great pedal, but I mean, I can see how some people might use it. I can even see how I would use it if I had nothing else. I guess I would be happy-ish with it. So that's basically all I have for you today. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't like it, comment, let me know which mode you preferred, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you like the Fender more, or if you like something else that's a similar kind of package that does a better job. And subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell notification thing. And hey, why not join me on Patreon, because you get a bunch of exclusives. There should be a card around here somewhere and the links in the description. You get an entirely unreleased album of demos, only available on Patreon. So check that out, and if you want free music, check out my website, the link's in the description. So like I said, that's all I have for you today. I'll end with a bit of playing on the Crunch channel as a kind of boost, because that was my favorite setting. Hope to see you in another one. Take care. Goodbye.